After World War II, Germany experienced a complex and prolonged period of transition, marked by the surrender of Nazi forces and the subsequent occupation and division of the country by Allied powers. Amidst this context, German holdouts emerged as a phenomenon representing resistance, defiance, and ideological struggle in the aftermath of the war. These holdouts, comprising various groups and individuals, persisted in their opposition to the Allied occupation and the new political order, leaving a lasting imprint on post-war German history. One of the most notable manifestations of German holdouts was the phenomenon of werewolf resistance. Werewolf, meaning werewolf in German, was the code name for a clandestine organization composed of fanatical Nazi loyalists and disillusioned soldiers who refused to accept Germany's defeat. Operating primarily in the final stages of the war and the immediate aftermath, werewolf members engaged in acts of sabotage, guerrilla warfare, and subversion against Allied forces and their collaborators. Despite its sensationalized portrayal in Nazi propaganda, the werewolf movement ultimately failed to achieve its objectives. Its decentralized structure, lack of coordination, and dwindling resources undermined its effectiveness in the face of overwhelming Allied military superiority. However, the legacy of werewolf endured as a symbol of stubborn resistance and the depths of fanaticism that characterized the final days of the Third Reich. Beyond organized resistance movements like werewolf, individual holdouts also played a significant role in post-war Germany. Many former soldiers, officials, and supporters of the Nazi regime used to surrender or acknowledge defeat, retreating into the depths of the German countryside or seeking refuge in remote regions to evade capture and prosecution. These holdouts, known colloquially as Nazi ghosts, represented a lingering spectre of the past, perpetuating myths of German resilience and defiance in the face of adversity. The emergence of German holdouts also intersected with broader geopolitical developments, including the onset of the Cold War and the division of Germany into East and West. In East Germany, elements of the Nazi regime found sanctuary within the newly established communist state, where they contributed to the repressive apparatus of the ruling regime and perpetuated authoritarian practices inherited from the Nazi era. In West Germany, efforts to confront and reckon with the legacy of Nazism were complicated by the presence of former Nazis and sympathizers within the political, social, and economic spheres. The persistence of German holdouts underscored the complexities of post-war reconstruction and reconciliation in Germany. While the Allied occupation sought to dismantle the institutions of the Nazi regime and foster democratic reforms, the legacy of Nazi ideology and the allure of authoritarianism continued to exert influence in the collective consciousness of the German people. Efforts to confront the past and reckon with the crimes of the Holocaust and World War II remained fraught and contested, reflecting deeper tensions surrounding national identity, guilt, and responsibility. In conclusion, the phenomenon of German holdouts after World War II serves as a poignant reminder of the complexities and ambiguities of the post-war era. From the clandestine activities of the werewolf resistance to the individual acts of defiance and evasion, holdouts represented a diverse array of responses to the challenges of defeat and occupation. Their legacy continues to resonate in contemporary debates surrounding memory, remembrance, and the enduring legacies of totalitarianism in Germany and beyond. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more content, like this, subscribe.